What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and today we are doing another episode of Versus. What is Versus, you ask? Versus is a series where we put two weapons head-to-head to see which one is better and to make you a better Call of Duty player. Now, before we get into talking about these two bolt-action sniper rifles, I've got two things to say. Thing number one, if you guys have any questions to ask me, I'm doing a Q&A this week. So whether you ask me on Twitter with the hashtag AskInk, my Twitter link is in the description, or you can just write a comment down in the comment section below. Any of your questions I will use in a upcoming video with my mom. So if you have a question for either me or my mom, leave that either down in the comment section or on Twitter with the hashtag AskInk. Now, on top of that, this series has been doing insanely well, and it's all thanks to you guys. Every time I upload one of these, you guys leave so many likes, so many great comments letting me know what you think about the weapons, and I really do appreciate that. Now, I want to see if we can get this video over 500 likes. That would be absolutely insane. So, if you enjoy the video, if you like what you see, hit that like button. But without further ado, let's get into talking about these two sniper rifles. So the two weapons we are comparing today is the RSA Interdiction, which is the newest sniper rifle that has been added through supply drops, versus the good old-fashioned Locus, the sniper, the bolt action that came out when the game was released. Now, as I said, these are both bolt-action snipers. Unfortunately, I don't have the RSA, so I can't really go by feel. I can only go by the stats themselves. Now, as you're seeing this gameplay here, I am not the greatest sniper in the world. You'll be able to tell that by the gameplay, but this gameplay was so much fun. I was using the Locus with the Marshall 16, playing some Safeguard. I get some insane moments throughout this game, so I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. But stats-wise, let's go ahead and start looking at the stats here. As always, the first and one of the most important stats we always look at is damage. Now, the damage profile is a little bit different on sniper rifles in this game. In this game, sniper rifles work based on two things. Number one, the base damage, and number two, the body multipliers. What do I mean by this? So both weapons have a base damage. The RSA Interdiction is 75 damage. The Locus is 95 damage. Does this mean one has a better damage profile than the other? No, because where you shoot someone in the body gives you a damage multiplier, and this decides whether you kill them or not. So to look at this in the most basic way possible, the Locus kills from the belly button and up, whereas the RSA kills from the nipples and up. So you have to hit like right up in that upper chest area for the RSA, whereas that Locus you get a little bit more area, a little bit more room to work with from the belly button and up. And because of that, it has a better damage profile, therefore giving it +1 point. So the way Treyarch does their basic weapon balancing is the weapons with the higher damage profile, generally speaking, have the lower fire rate. In this case, that is not true. So as we said, the Locus had the better damage profile because it kills in a wider range on the body. If we go ahead and look at the fire rate here, the RSA has a fire rate of 50 RPM, which seems incredibly low, but remember, these are sniper rifles. The Locus has a fire rate of 57 RPM, and I know you're probably thinking, that's almost the exact same number, you shouldn't give out any points for that. You're wrong when saying that, because when comparing these two low numbers, that 7 RPM difference is actually a 14% difference, which is actually huge. That's a massive, massive difference. Just because their fire rates are so low already, when you compare them, that little bit of difference actually makes a huge difference in game. So it not only has the better damage profile, the Locus also has the faster fire rate, therefore giving it +1 point, giving it the 2-0 lead. After those two stats, generally the thing we look at is time to kill, because based on the fire rate and the damage profile, generally you can come up with a pretty solid time to kill, and that really solidifies what one kills people faster. However, when looking at sniper rifles, you're always going for that one bullet kill. You want that one bullet kill, and when that happens, the time to kill is actually 0, because as soon as you press that trigger, they're dead. So you can't really calculate time to kill accurately for sniper rifles, so there's no stat to give out there. So at this point, you got to be thinking, how is the RSA Interdiction going to make up for this? And really, there is one thing that really substitutes it to get a solid point. One thing that the Locus doesn't have whatsoever, and that one thing is aim assist. Yes, so going back into the past, sniper rifles have always had aim assist. So if you scroll over someone with your crosshairs, it'll kind of latch onto them, give you a little bit of help. The Locus has none of that. The SVG has none of that. The RSA is the only bolt-action sniper rifle in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 to have aim assist on the sniper. And Granted, it's not a ton of aim assist. It's not the same amount of aim assist you're going to get with an SMG or an assault rifle. It's just a little bit of aim assist to improve your aim just a little bit when using that. And the Locus doesn't have that at all. So the RSA gets +1 point to that and narrows the lead to a 1-point lead for the Locus. This is where things start to get very ugly, like really ugly, because generally speaking, when this rare recursion does happen where the damage profile and the fire rate are both better for a weapon, generally all the little stats will be better for the other weapon. So like the reload speed, the magazine size, the aim down sight time will all be better for the other weapon. In this case, it's not really like that. So if we start by looking at the magazine size, the RSA has a magazine size of 6 bullets, whereas the Locus has a magazine size of 10 bullets. So it's already better there. On top of that, if we look at the amount of bullets you start out with, the RSA starts out with 24 bullets, whereas the Locus, you start out with 60, which is just a massive, huge amount of bullets. More bullets than you ever need for a sniper rifle, which is absolutely insane. But in more way than one, the magazine size is much better for the Locus. Therefore, it gets +1 point and widens out that lead once again. Next up, we're finally going to find a stat that is exactly the same for both weapons, and that is reload speed. The reload speed for both weapons is when there's bullets still in the magazine, 3.4 seconds. When the magazine is empty, 4.5 seconds. This is actually a really long reload time, some of the longest in the game other than the LMG. So just keep that in mind when you run out of bullets with either of these weapons. After that, the next thing we can look at is the aim down sights time. So the aim down sights time is the amount of time it takes once you pull that trigger to be fully aimed down sights looking down that scope. This is really important when quick scoping. Obviously, it improves your time to get on that target. Again, RSA has a 0.4 seconds aim down sights time. The Locus, 0.34 seconds aim down sights time. So a shorter aim down sights time means you're going to be on target faster. It also means the Locus gets another +1 point and widens that lead even more. So from here, you're probably thinking it can't get any worse. Let me tell you, it does. It gets even ridiculously more worse. So the one stat that no one ever talks about with the Locus is the idle sway. What idle sway is once you aim down sights, your scope moves a little bit. The idle sway on the Locus is the lowest out of any of the sniper rifles at 10 in-game units, an incredibly small length. To give you an idea, the RSA is 40 in-game units, so 4 times the idle sway that the Locus has. It has the same idle sway as the SVG. Another thing is also switch speed. What switch speed is the amount of time it takes to switch weapons. So for the RSA, it takes 0.5 seconds to switch from your sniper rifle to a pistol. For that Locus, it takes 0.35 seconds to switch from that sniper rifle to a pistol. So in more than one way, with idle sway and with switch speed, the Locus is once again better, getting +1 more point. And I think we've really dug this one way down deep into the ground, buried it, gave it a tombstone, and this one's over. The Locus absolutely demolished the RSA to an extreme extent. The RSA, in fact, is the worst sniper rifle in class. After looking at this, I can 100% say that with certainty. It seems like Treyarch was actually afraid to put a good sniper rifle into supply drops, which is probably a good thing because people would be outraged even more than they already are if this thing was actually good, but it's not. Don't worry, this thing is a hunk of junk. The only reason to use this weapon is if you got it, it's new, you really wanted to give it a shot. If you guys were going for the new weapons and this is the one you got, I'm sorry. From the deepest, darkest parts of my heart, I am sorry. But now you know. Now you know the sniper you're going to want to be using, the bolt action sniper of choice, is the Locus. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said earlier in the video, if you enjoyed it, if you made it this far, if you could hit that like button, it would really help me out. If we could get this thing over 500 likes, I will eat an entire bag of mini eggs. I don't know why I said that. There's a bag of mini eggs in front of me. It's the first thing I thought of. Give me a break. Jeez. Check me out on Twitter. Link down in the description. Like I said earlier, if you have any questions for me or my mom, leave them in the comment section or on Twitter. That link is in the description. And subscribe for new Call of Duty videos every single day of the week, except for Sunday. I take Sundays off. Sorry. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future I'll start uploading on Sundays. Maybe. Maybe if this thing gets over 500 likes. There's some incentive. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, peace out. Why the fuck did I bring up mini eggs?